Giving the most desired service away for free. Now, why should you give your main service away as a bonus? Check this out. I think you'll like this. The biggest obstacle that you will face when selling your offer is when prospects start focusing on the price of your service, right? In my opinion, losing deals because of a price issue is being careless. You should never lose a deal because someone is complaining about your price, right? There are plenty of objections that you will face other than money objections. But in today's training, I want your price to never be something that keeps you from closing the deal. Jason Fladlien says that the goal is to make the price inconsequential by making the offer so irresistible that nobody is even thinking about the price anymore, right? Now, what can you do to make price inconsequential? There are two things that you can do to do that, right? Give them the service they want for free if they buy what they need, okay? If you look at the way we position our offers, I rarely ever charge someone for the thing they want, which is an offer, a setter, or systems. Why? Because if I start doing it that way, then I become a commodity service provider among thousands and thousands of other options. Instead, I always educate the prospect on what they need to succeed, okay? I show them leading indicators to the success they've dreamed of. And from there, I simply state that, hey, by working with me as a bonus, every component that creates success, that creates the results they seek will be free if they work with us, right? When you join our program, you're not buying setters, you're joining the program. But by joining the program, you get the setters or get to leverage our pool of talent, right? So it's almost like we're not selling you the features, we're selling you something bigger. But funny enough, sometimes people just want the features. Like there are so many people who just, if we just offer them setters, they would just buy that and not really care about the program. But the thing is, if you just sell setters as a standalone, then you become a commodity with like, you literally, if you get the setter, is actually free. Like, why do people still pay for it? Because we're not selling the commodity. We're selling kind of like we took a bunch of components and we created something completely new. And that makes it valuable, right? Like a metal. Like, let's say if you go and get a car, there are some cars that cost $5,000, $2,000. There are those that cost $500,000, right? The difference is not necessarily the material used. Sometimes there is, but the material used in let's say a $50,000 car, and the ones that are put in $1 million car, even though they might be like, let's say there might be some carbon and things like that, like the carbon is not going to make a car be worth $1 billion or $1 million, right? They're still using the same metal stuff, and it's just that the engineering is different, but it's the end product and how they molded everything together that makes the thing valuable, right? If I'm an agency owner or consultant helping an e-commerce brand, I would find the thing that the prospect cares the most about, let's say Facebook ad, and instead of mentioning it as the core feature of our service, I would mention that they get it as a bonus. I think Eddie Malouf said this. So they noticed that most of their revenue comes from email, clients who use email, and they realized that, okay, cool, but a lot of the brands that they work with come in interested in Facebook ad. So what they did was, hey, when you work with us, we give you Facebook ad for free. So they would sell them the email. So they would give Facebook ad away for free, but upsell them to like email, or give them the email thing and then upsell them the thing that they actually can make money on, right? So you can say something like, hey, we'll optimize your funnel, set up your emails sequences, and as a bonus, run your ads for free for 90 days if you buy the first two mechanisms, which can be like $6,000 per month or $12,000 upfront, right? Now, that's not necessarily the only option. The second path is to create an experience that they can't get anywhere else. See, you can help someone make an extra $30,000 per month, and they'll talk about it for one day. They'll be happy, they'll be excited, they'll make a story about it. But if you fly them to Spain or invite them to a great moment with maybe a celebrity or someone that they look up to, they'll remember it for a lifetime. If you can afford to do this, I suggest creating moments that can only be experienced if someone does business with you. These can be quarterly dinners, once a year retreats, in-person masterminds. or maybe you fly to see each client, to visit their offices, take them to dinner, etc. Right? This has been something I really like this, because moments are something that can't be recreated. Everybody can be the best at this, but actual real life experiences is something that give something, can be meaningful. It can be worth $100,000. It can be $100. It can be worth 500 grand. There are people who pay a lot of money just to participate in a specific event. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you. Bye bye.